Okay, so what was that shift like internally when you started to actually God on the throne and receive Him that God is my source, He will provide, and you're following that? How did that feel like emotionally, spiritually, practically?
When I married the mother of my three children, she had not had a relationship with Jesus, and we were starting to have some tension in our relationship. And I'm like, what can I do to fix this? I'm like, I need to introduce her to Jesus. We're going to go back to church, or I'm going to go back to church. I'm going to take her to church for the first time. And when we went to church, we started going to this non-denominational Bible teaching church. And I'm trying to get this guy in the little adult Sunday school class to talk to my wife about Jesus, like introduce her to Jesus, because she's not taking it, she's not listening to me. And he just kept looking at me as the man, as the leader. And he's like, well, what about your relationship with Jesus?
Ah,
Where are
come on.
you at with Jesus? Right. And so I recommitted my life at that time. When I say recommitted, because I kind of felt like I had done that as a kid, but I can't point to an exact moment. It was just, I was always in exposed to the word. And I feel like, as a lot of churches do, just because you show up at church, they think you're a believer. I don't see it that way anymore. That's what I used to believe. But church is more like a social club than it is a spiritual club, from my perspective. A lot of people go because they meet their friends and they hang out, and they drink coffee and eat donuts and tell some good stories, but they don't necessarily connect to a one-on-one relationship with Jesus Christ. But that's why I believe then God said, okay, well, if that's what you're claiming, then you're not going to be able to continue to live your life this way. And He started stripping the things away from me because I wasn't giving them up. And so now I've lost everything. And then I start getting more serious about my relationship with God, a little bit more serious anyway. And I started studying. That's when it started. When I was in the pit and I was down in hell, I started to pay more attention to the ways of God and the things that God was trying to show me. And then that's what began this journey